Okay, Josh, this is the layout that we're looking to do for our build two for the Legacy project. Um, Again, as I mentioned in our last call there, it's much easier, I know, for me to do manipulations of graphics than it is for you to do a source code. So I've tried to put a lot of work into making sure it's as clean and simple for you as possible to make your coding as quick and easy as possible. Okay, so this here, Josh, is basically the main layout um, of how the menu system now will flow. Um, and this here actually is the precise, at this point, um, nomenclature that I like to see for all the different menus. So whenever you want to refer to a menu, what the title or literal should be within the menu, look to this screen here. This one here is the important one. I'm going to go through some other screens there that kind of show you the flow, but sometimes it doesn't have the right quote unquote title in the menu. So again, this here is the key. What we're doing, well, currently, I guess what I'll start with that is if you look at the middle row there, that when you select on Legacy Project at the top of the title bar, that's the file that would show up. I've replaced yearly recap, or I've replaced leaders and builders with yearly recap. Otherwise, those other five are what the main screen now looks like when you went and selected Legacy Project at the top of the screen. Um, you'll see there that we've added Hall of Fame. So when we click on the Legacy Project at the top, it'll have category, years in review, and Hall of Fame. Talking with Jill, the new president, that's something that we think is a great idea to have, and we might as well build out having it in there now. Again, there's not a lot more work involved because we've already got the menuing system with A, B, and C there, as you see at the bottom. That's already in the leaders and builders menuing. So it's not like you have to develop that menu item. And we do not have anybody for the Hall of Fame. It's something that's going to be new this year or whatever Pickleball Alberta decides to start having nominees for Hall of Fame and selections, which I think is a great idea. I think Jill's bringing some of that maybe forward from her curling. You'll see if you move across the years in review, again, that's going to be by year, and that's a complete year in review. So as you can see there, what we're going to display, if you click on years in review, it'll list all the years. So let's say you clicked on 2022. What it'll pull, again, all the data is already in the system at different parts of the menus and different tabs, but yearly recap, it'll have all the, let's say this is for 2022, all the affiliated clubs for 2022, all the 2022 Hall of Fame inductees, all the 2022 of the Year awards, who won the provincials that year, power rankings, coaches listings, and referees listings. So again, that's all the data is there. We're just listing or streaming it all in one large summary for the year, whatever, 2022, for example. So when you click on the category there at the top, you go over to yearly recap. What we're going to do is we're not going to have 2016 to 2017, 2017 to 2018. We're going to have it just by year, individual year. It's much cleaner, much simpler. I know there's some errors that we had. I think some years were kind of crossed over because we had 2016 to 2017, 2017 to 2018, and 2017 sometimes was in two different places. So that's going to be existing. You'll kind of see what I've got there when I'm going to show you some the spreadsheet and some different notes that I have now. I've gone through. Competitors, provincials, and power rankings. That's basically going to be the same. The only change is we're adding 2023 data into this year that was completed for both provincials and the power rankings. Now the year award, same thing. The coaches and affiliated clubs, the last two menu items there in the middle, there's changes there. When you click on coaches and referees, the first menu item it'll pull up is NCCP certified coaches and accredited and certified referees. For example, when you clicked on NCCP and certified referees, or coaches, I should say, then what it does is it lists the years. Before, when you clicked on certified coaches, it just went, all the coaches from all the years into just one tab. In the new spreadsheet I've got all the coaches broke out, who was awarded their certifications each year. The same thing for referees. How many referees do we have in 2016? How many do we have in, like, for example, in 2017, I think we had 2. 2018, I think we had 5. By the time we get to 2023, I think we have over 100. But again, it keeps building, and those are all in separate tabs in the spreadsheet. So you'll just be able to populate that whenever that menu item is selected in our web system. Same thing for affiliated clubs. It goes by year now, not just the whole entire list, but how many clubs do we have in 2016, and it lists it within that tab that will populate in our web system. So I hope that's clear, Job. Obviously, this here is just to kind of give you an idea how we're moving forward with this. All right, the next screen here is an example of the spreadsheet that I have that I'm building here. And I think right now it's showing you the 2022 clubs. Shows you the referees. They're all broken up by year now. I've also, on the top there, you'll see the text that I'm going to have for each year that we'll have. And also what I've done is seen how many clubs that we had by zone. So you'll see there that it's got zone 1, zone 2, all the way to zone 8. You'll see the part of the slice of the map there, which is the sport zone map used by all the sporting associations within Alberta. So people will be able to see one, the growth by zone, the growth by our province by year. Also, I've gone through all the notes, as I was mentioning earlier, for each yearly recap. I've gone through AGM minutes all the way back to 2016. I've gone through different PowerPoint presentations and pulled all the information together to make summaries. I've also updated all the org charts for all the different years. You'll see the top one there. I put in the old logo they had that they used from 2016 to 2019. The top left's there on the top org chart, the Pickleball Alberta logo. And there was a couple other pictures I was able to get from Bev for previous board members that I didn't have earlier. So they're more complete. So again, when we click on Legacy Project at the top title bar there, we have categories, years in review, and Hall of Fame. When we click on categories, again, this is coming up. This was our previous main menu when you clicked on Legacy at the top. I've changed leaders and builders now to say yearly recaps. When you click on that yearly recaps, what it'll do is now it pulls up this, which again was similar. Well, it is. Before we used to have leaders and builders. But you had to select the year. So you select the year, you do 2016, the 2016 information comes up that I've got all laid out with text and also the new org chart. Competitors remains the same, Josh, of the year awards remains the same. We're just adding in the 2023 menu bar. Referees and coaches, this has got a minor change in it. So when you click on that, again, you can either select certified coaches or certified referees. If you click on certified coaches, it'll list the years. And I know we talked about, Josh, having the newest ones at the top. I think what we'll do is we'll just keep it chronologically from oldest to newest. And so if you selected one of those years for certified coaches, let's see what the next screen shows me here. Yeah, okay, for 2016, then it lists all the 2016 coaches. And again, I have that separate in a tab in the 2023 legacy spreadsheet that I'm still building out. Probably about 95% done. It's been taking quite a bit of work, but we definitely want to make sure we get it right this time. And because last year was an amazing evolution and creation of this legacy project. This year is our next evolution, and I really believe will be the template moving forward for the flow. So really wanted to make sure I got all this right. Affiliated clubs, it's the same thing. That used to just have one tab, Josh. We just list all the clubs. Now what it does is, again, you select the year. It goes to the spreadsheet. Yeah, I know you've populated it within yours, you've downloaded it. So you have a 2016 spreadsheets, 2017. And I think the biggest thing, Josh, what I'd like to get done on our meeting on Tuesday at 8:30 this week is getting the menus built out. While you're doing that, um, I will be completing the data, both verification and just building it out. But I'd really like to see the menus built out, the way this is flowing, as shown here in the PowerPoint presentation. I think that's pretty key. And if you see there's an issue here, I think that we should talk, because there a lot of the flow is the same, and it's already been built from last year. I think all the heavy lifting was done then. It's just a matter of pasting it in here. Not to make your shop sound simple, but I think that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so this is for affiliated clubs. Again, you'll see there we're listed by the zone, all the new clubs and all the prior clubs, and it's got, again, the zone map there on the right. And I got all those graphics for you. Years in review. So when you click on that, it would normally, I'm not sure what's going to happen on the next screen here in my PowerPoint presentation, but it should select the years. If it doesn't, that's fine. Okay, yeah, that's good. So there's the years in review. It lists the years. So if you, for example, you clicked on 2019 or 2018, then what it does, again, this is from the main menu. This is the entire year recap. So here in the gray box here, it's going to display the yearly recap, which is all the text and the org chart. It's going to list all the tabs from the affiliate, or all the affiliated clubs from the 2016 tab, for example, the 2016 Hall of Fame inductees, the 2016 of the Year award winners, if there was any, 2016 provincial winners, power rankings, coaches listings, the referees listings. Does that for every year. So when you go from that main menu where the top three are, categories, years in review, and Hall of Fame, that pulls out everything. It's a complete summary coming from there. So again, I hope that's really clear for you. Hall of Fame is new. Again, this is taking the same menu system as we have right now in our leaders and builders, with our ABCD. So when you click on Hall of Fame, it will list A, B, C. Again, we'll have some text in the top there. For example, if you pressed on the C here for, let's see, you want to see the C, would list everybody here whose last name started with a C. For example, Mike Cooper. And what we'll have is we'll have a summary of him. We'll have a picture of him. But again, this is only sample data. Nobody has been nominated or selected for the Hall of Fame at this point. This is only putting in the infrastructure. Again, Jill and I thought it would be best if we do it now while we're kind of building out the menuing system, to do it all at once. Hope that's clear. And I think there's just one more slide here. Yeah, so that's good, Josh. Hope that answers it and lays it out really clearly there for you. Again, text me or email me anytime you have any questions. I've tried to really keep it within the framework that we've already had, just basically building it out. So look forward to seeing this come to fruition. I think it's going to be an incredible legacy for our association and our province and our sport. Different people I've talked to are quite excited about it. So, and again, I think as much as we're building it for, I almost, in fact, we're building this more for people that are going to look at this 25 years from now than probably even from today, because a lot of times people can maybe go talk to somebody that would know about what happened in 2016, even though that's getting less and less. I know, even doing research on it, but I think people 25 years from now will say, oh, this is really cool to see how we had these little meetings here to start forming in the province, and how our clubs built out in certain years, and our refereeing and our coaching, how it all grew throughout the different years. So yeah, look forward to it, Josh. Seeing you on Tuesday at 8:30. Also, Allison, you'll be part of this email and the invite, as well, Jill. If you can make it, that'd be great. But yeah, looking forward to that. All right, have a good weekend.